how we have been used to giving our power away by having saviors, whether they are, you know, the doctors, the nurses, the, you know, the lawyers, the people who we assume will help us, the governments, things like that. And now we're beginning to realize that actually we have that ability to have our own sovereign state within.
So when we look to do with souls and having lots of experiences on earth, they obviously, and the personality on some deep level is borrowing from experiences from the past. And there is a lot of things that are familiar, like growing food, for example, different ways of doing it, but it has gone on for centuries, thousands of years, blah, blah, blah. Something that is so different with this particular paradigm shift, with this particular evolution, is because the frequency of the planet, of the people, of the universe is off the scale to what it was before, and what people have referred to, or one of the things people have referred to about lifting the veil and so forth, is the fact that everybody can be a channel, you know, everybody can be a healer, everybody can receive information, everybody has intuition. Every single person, whether they believe it or not, has access to source. And that means all the support, all the energy, all the wisdom, that support they can bring. Now, the frequency of the planet has never been such like this. And this is where the science comes in. When the frequency is lower, other than your rare seers and gurus and people that you know of throughout history, maybe 1 in a million people on a planet at any one time, maybe a handful more than that, but not many, could receive this information. Therefore, it was necessary in those paradigm shifts, it was necessary in those evolution to have what you could label as saviors, way showers, those who were there, and other people to listen, to trust their hearts that this is, but not actually receive the information themselves. So therefore, in religious texts, in other sorts of industry, even as the monarchy used to be in certain countries and others, how you may have different leaders, chieftains and other. This is within the ancestral DNA that we look on some level towards those people, because that is how it's always been. And many times that has been achievable and the way through. Now you may have, and you do have way showers and others on this earth. And what you have that is different is a multi-faceted, multi-dimensional, you know, I am one of them, of course. I am one that is coming to you, not as a savior, but to show you how you could do this yourself. Others will have it more in physical form. There may be doctors, nurses, there may be people in business, there may be inventors, there may be all sorts of different walks of life. It is not actually determined by how what is defined them by their knowledge and their career, but how they actually disseminate new information that helps us to trust ourselves for what we are also receiving. So it is more that this is a movement that is of the whole together. So you may have lots and lots and lots and lots of these people instead now, but rather than seeing them as a savior and they're the only one, they are just unlocking the doorway to yourselves. Understand, yes?
Completely. And I really love the fact that you've covered this so that we can be aware of where this has come from. Like you say, our ancestral roots. This is a deep-seated sort of habit that's within our sort of neural pathways, and it's up to us now to change them. And perhaps this is one of the ways that you've been telling us for a while now, let change change you, because we have to start focusing from within and actually deliberately changing the way we respond.
And my dear, I just add one thing, because many of you are probably going, oh my goodness, but there are people that I admire, I follow, I read every book that they come out with, watch every YouTube post, see how I can see these things. Ha ha ha. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I would not say sit looking at your belly every single day and saying, I must get all this information for myself. You are working and living in a world that is collaboratory.
Yes.
Use that, the parts that are so essential and so good. Other people have got information that they have been downloading, receiving, knowing, in finding out through science, finding out through nature, all sorts of different ways. And it is so useful to you. So do not say, oh, there, Zachariah said that I cannot follow them. No, 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 no. But just know about your sovereignty. Know that when you listen, and there is no bad thing to have someone, maybe you have a hero or a heroine, that you out of above everyone else, you say, I never, ever, ever miss what they have to say because it is so wonderful. But they say something during one of those episodes or other, and it just doesn't sit right with you. You just think, no, just know that that is your sovereignty. And you can say it is fine to listen to 99% of everything else, but not that particular thing. And it may come a day that you say, I am like a sponge that is saturated. I've got everything that I need from them and I move on. It is up to you. It does not have to be. Maybe you simply enjoy to keep listening or watching or be involved with that person and their knowledge. And that is fine too. All it is to know deep in your heart that this evolution does not need 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever actual saviors. I have said it. How long ago was it now, my dear? Maybe a year or more. You are the plan. Every single person is so important in what they put out, in their intention, in their focus, in their observation, out into the world. That is what changing everything. The light, everything is changing everything. You do not need a savior. So if you also have one that you think is so wonderful, and this is again with the perception deception, and they are knocked, from their precious stool that you have put them upon, do not say to yourself, oh no, I was so wrong, and question everything else. Just say that that is gone and look to yourself and look to other to move on and say, and that is okay. Because there isn't going to be one savior. And actually, if there is somebody out there that is out there for too long, if you see what I mean, that so many people are now looking at them, then again, it detracts from their sovereignty. So they need to be knocked off their perch.
Yeah.
You understand, Liz?
Oh, Zach, it's one of the things that we absolutely love about you is that you haven't put yourself in that savior place, that your strongest mission from all the years that I've known you is that you are helping us find the sovereignty within ourselves as we gather information from all around us and we work with what is most comfortable, most aligned within our own selves, our own being, our own lifetimes.